So The Lion King 2019 is a remake of the 1994 classic that is The Lion King. The movie, I think that's like the first movie that I watched as a kid. That Mighty Morphin Power Ranger movie and Jurassic Park. That's the three movies that I watch over and over again, sometimes multiple times a day for like a few years. So to say that I love the original Lion King would be an understatement. It is directed by Jon Favreau, who I thought did an amazing job on his last Disney remake with The Jungle Book. I think he's a fantastic director. You know, he proves it with Chef, Iron Man 2, some even say Iron Man 2, and of course The Jungle Book. And I'm not even gonna pretend that I don't know how difficult it is to remake something like The Lion King. That's like remaking The Godfather. Like, why would anyone in their right mind remake such classic, you know? The Jungle Book, I can kind of see it. You know, with The Jungle Book, with what they did with Maleficent, that was pretty cool. Um, I guess Beauty and the Beast is another good one. But The Lion King, though, like The Lion King is that movie, is that level of film and nostalgia that you just, it's really hard to recapture that feelings, that, you know, emotion. Remaking The Lion King is a losing battle for everyone involved. Because when you think about it, you change too much, you're gonna piss off a lot of people. If you don't change enough, you piss off a lot of people. So there is no way to please everyone in this case. But with all that being said though, the movie is not great. The 2019 movie is 30 minutes longer than the original, and yet it failed to add anything meaningful. There are little moments, there are little tiny moments, beat, if you will, in the original animation that makes the movie so charming. And these moments, they're not necessarily important to the plot, but these moments together is what defined The Lion King. And for some reason, Jon Favreau and the writers of this movie felt the need to strip all of that away. And it's made the new movie felt so bland compared to the animation, which is very disappointing to say, because the movie looks fantastic. It looks like real life. And you know, all the people complaining about, you know, this movie is not being live action, is all animated. This movie looked more live action than some of the other live action movies that I've seen, you know, recently. So, you know, just stop complaining about this movie being all CGI, because it looks fantastic. It looks like real life. Okay? But because, you know, those moments, those little moments, so charming in the original movie, were missing in the remake. You just don't, it's really hard for me to like connect with the movie and connect with the characters in the movie without those moments. You know what I'm saying? I guess spoiler for the original 1994 movie, but those moments are just a few of them. I'm just gonna name a few of them, not all of them, for, you know, time's sake. But when Nala and adult Nala and Simba reunited, they have a little moment, right? They pause. You know, Nala pinned him down, and he paused for a second. He's like, and you see it in his face. He's like, Nala? And then he said Nala, right? They back out a little bit, and they said, it's me, Simba. And Nala said, Simba? And then she paused for a second or two, just to like process that. And then she's like, oh, that, you know, they went crazy. This movie, there's none of that. In the remake, there's none of that. Another one would be Rafiki. You know, before Simba walked up to the Pride Rock to, you know, take his place at the king of Pride Rock and whatnot, you know, Rafiki greet him a little bit in the animation, and then he, you know, pull him toward Simba and gave him a hug. Sweet moment. Super, super sweet. Not in the remake. And speaking of Rafiki, what the hell is this? Like, this Rafiki, it just looks like he is about to die. Like, there's just so little energy. Like, the Like the energy of Rafiki is nowhere to be found in this movie. There's no great speech, after the whole remember who you are extravaganza. There's no like what was that? You can either learn from the past or you can run from it. There's none of that. Like there's just so many little things that would strip away, in favor of more visual, more beautiful visual, and make the everything just more epic. And it's like, why? Why? This movie does not have to be epic. It doesn't have to be like big. I just wanted, I just want something that, in a way, captured that magic of the original. Just a tiny bit. But what we got was just really bland, really boring stuff. Speaking of bland and boring, let's talk about the performances for a little bit because my God, let's start with James Earl Jones. This man is a legend. There's no denying that. I will always love him as Darth Vader. I will always love him as the original Mufasa. He is just so low energy and so boring in this movie. Like the Mufasa in this movie is just like he felt bored. Like the character felt bored, and the performance felt like the performer is bored out of his mind. Like the way that he delivered "Don't turn your back on me, Scar," it's just so low energy. And the moment I heard it, I just went, "Oh gosh!" Like I literally went like that. Like it's wow. Donald Glover was bland as hell as Simba. And Beyonce was bland as hell as Nala. Like the two of them are just not good. Like Donald Glover kind of surprised me a little bit because I like him as an actor. I think he's a really good actor. But he was really bland as Simba. Beyonce, however, like I knew from the first second. I was like why okay, why Beyonce though? Like like there's so many like like right now I could think of like 100 names that would be better as Nala than Beyonce. Lupita and Nyong'o would be amazing, but for some reason they cast Beyonce, a singer. Not really known for her acting. Just did a couple movies, super bad movies. That one movie with Idris Elba. Let's not start with that. But she's just not an actor. Like her performance is so bad, and I feel like because she was in the movie, and this is speculation, right? This is not confirmed by any sources. I think because of her statures as a singer, they were forced to give her an original song, and because of that, we have a recreation of a really powerful scene in the original movie of Simba running, running back from the Hakuna Matata place to Pride Rock, slow motion, in the desert, close up on Simba's legs. And you hear that that's what I'm talking about. They replaced the music with Beyonce's Spirit, a new song that they wrote for this movie. I'm speechless. Like why? Like who in their right mind would do that? You replace Hans Zimmer's score with Beyonce's songs. Who in their right mind would do that? One of the few person who did not disappoint me, however, is Hans Zimmer. He came back with I thought with Hans Zimmer you're gonna get like all the score. He's got to recycle all the score from the original movie, but that's not the case. He adds some new stuff. He had, I guess you can call it like a remix of his original score for The Lion King, and makes everything a bit more sort of, I don't know, I get bigger, I guess, more, louder and whatnot. And I thought the musical score was good. I'm definitely going to download some of them. I'm a sucker for that one. That tunes, I love that tune so much. So I'm gonna download some of that onto my phone and listening to it on repeat and whatnot. But yeah, Hans Zimmer, he did his thing, so I was happy with the score. I apologize if this review sounds more like comparison between this movie and the original one, but I just can't help it. Like the Lion King is just so iconic, and remaking such iconic movies, you just can't escape the shadow. You can't escape the comparison. So I'm sorry if this review is just me, talking about how the original movie was better in almost every way, but it is what it is. The movie is not great. All of the artists who worked on the CGI and the visual and the look of the movie, they did one hell of a job. The movie looks stunning. The musical score from Hans Zimmer was actually really, really good. But other than that, the movie has very little to offer. I've been hearing a lot about Scar and how he was like the biggest disappointment in the movie. I actually did not mind Scar. I thought Chiwetel Ejiofor did a fine job, even though still, like, if they were gonna recast James Earl Jones as Mufasa, why not cast Jeremy Irons as Scar? Like, he is still working, in movies and whatnot. He is still very active. So why not get him back as Scar? I mean, no disrespect to Chiwetel, I think he's a fantastic actor, but he's not really a bad guy actor, and I got this same problem in Doctor Strange. He wasn't menacing, and he wasn't, like, scary enough to be a bad guy. I just think of him as a really nice dude, and that's kind of came across, in his performance, in both Doctor Strange and The Lion King. He's not a bad guy actor. He's not a villain actor. Another thing that I've been hearing a lot is that Timon and Pumbaa, they are the best part of the movie. I respectfully disagree. I think they got some funny moments, and by far the most different from, the original. But there's a lot of the jokes kind of fell flat. This is the first Disney remake that I was like, okay, let's just, slow down a bit and really think about, what is the right move when it comes to, remaking the classic animation. Because let's just not, blindly remake everything and think that the audience is going to, give you your money regardless. Let's really try to make good movies here. Disney, listen. The Lion King 2019 disappointed the hell out of me, and I'm going to give the movie a 5 out of 10. Trust me when I said that I really wanted to like this movie. I really, really wanted to like this movie. I wanted to love it, even. When I saw the trailer and people started complaining, I was like, guys, it's The Lion King. What's not to love about The Lion King? And they're remaking it with, realistic animals looking, CGI and whatnot. And I wanted to really, really love this movie. Hey guys, you got a chance to see The Lion King 2019. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about it. Did you like it? Did you not like it? And if you enjoy my review, hit the like button and subscribe. You want to see more reviews like this. And with that being said, I'll see you soon.